Hey, what's up everybody? Hammerheart Metal Reviews here, once again doing another discography countdown of one of my favorite bands. Today we're going to be doing none other than the brutal death metal masters Hate Eternal. This is definitely one of my favorite death metal bands, kind of an underrated one. I don't feel like they get enough love. I definitely love them, but yeah, Eric Rutan is the mastermind behind this band. He's on vocals and lead guitar. He is, of course, a legend in the death metal scene in America. He started out in the band Ripping Corpse, which only put out one album, but it's a really killer old school death metal album. After that, he went on to join Morbid Angel. He was on a few of their fucking killer albums. And then he went off and started this band all on his own, obviously with other dudes in it too, but this, I think, is like his passion project. Put his heart and soul into Hate Eternal. He's, of course, also a well-known heavy metal producer as well with Mana Recording Studios. That puts out a lot of great fucking albums for a lot of great bands, so tons of experience. And now he's also a guitar player in Cannibal Corpse. Just got hired to join them. And it's a great fit. The new Cannibal Corpse album fucking slays. I think a little bit of it is because of Eric Rutan. But anyways, let's get into Hate Eternal's discography. I'm going to go down from my least favorite to my favorite. They don't really have any bad albums in my opinion, but something has to come last. They've got 7 studio albums. Let's get right into it. Coming in at number 7 from 2015 is Infernus. By no means a bad album. Like I said, I like all of Hate Eternal's albums. For me, this one just falls a little short of some of the others, but this is still like a 7.5 out of 10. So, I mean, if your worst album's a 7.5 out of 10, you're doing something right. This is still fucking killer death metal. The Stygian Deep, absolutely killer heavy song. The title track, Infernus. Desolate, Crusader of War. That's another really killer one. Just something that had to come last. This is the one I put there. Up next at number 6 is their most recent from 2018, I believe. Upon Desolate Sands. Another really killer album. The good best songs in my opinion on here are The Violent Fury. That's a really fast fucking in your face song. Nothingness of Being is kind of a slower death metal. They always kind of have a chuggier, slower song on every album, but I love it. Like, Eric Rutan's just the master of writing those kind of songs. This album is just not quite up to the standards of some of their earlier stuff, but this is still like another 7.5 out of 10. Still a killer fucking album. Now let's get into the top 5, and I absolutely love all of these. Coming in at number 5 is the debut from 1999, Conquering the Throne. What a debut. Just absolutely killer. I'd give this one at least an 8 out of 10. Just a really awesome album. Praise of the Almighty, By His Own Decree, Dogma Condemned. Just like really catchy hooks, but still so brutal. Just a killer death metal album. His riff writing is absolutely nuts. The drumming is fucking nuts as well. So many blast beats. I don't know how they even fucking play this speed for so long, but absolutely killer album by a killer band. Up next at number 4 from 2011 is Phoenix Amongst the Ashes. This is a really fucking killer album in their catalog. I couldn't put it higher than 4 just because I like the other 3 a bit better, but this is fucking easily like an 8.5 out of 10 for me as well. The Art of Redemption, the little opening riff in that, after, like, there's an opening riff about 10 seconds, but then it comes in with like, it's really high-pitched tapping. And it's just so nuts. Eric Rutan, fuck, I can't praise the guy enough. Knows how to write a fucking killer riff. Thorns of Acacia, absolutely killer. Lake Ablaze, just killer song after killer song. Another solid death metal album. Up next at number 3 from 2008, I've got Fury and Flames. This is probably their most beautiful album, if you can call a brutal death metal album beautiful. There's just a lot of like underscoring melodies in lots of these songs. It just gives it an overall, like, I don't want to say sadness in some of the songs, but it's just it's got some emotion behind some of these, which you don't often hear in brutal death metal. But it's a really great fucking album. Like Tombeau, the last song on here, it's just fucking gorgeous. Like, the guitar parts are amazing. Hell and Venom is a fucking crazy fast song. Bringer of Storms is one of the slower tempo songs, but absolutely killer, so heavy, so goddamn good, and that's what's coming at number 3. 2 albums left. What's it gonna be? Coming up next for me at number 2 from 2002 is their second album, King of All Kings. This is such an intense, fast album. Almost wanted to put it number 1, and it almost made it. It's such a fucking coin flip here. But this is probably their most aggressive, fast album right from the get-go. It's got like the weird vocals on Our Beckoning. It's like an intro track, and then right into the title track, King of All Kings, that scream and the fucking blast beats. It's so goddamn good, so fast. Powers that be, the riff in there, like, how does he write that? How do you write a death metal riff like that? It's just so goddamn catchy and so good. The Obscure Terror is another great song. This is easily a 9.5 out of 10 for me. It's just fucking killer, and that's why it's this high. But coming in for me at number 1 from 2005 is the album I, Monarch. This one is the follow-up to King of All Kings, and it kind of just took it to the next level. It's a little more progressive in nature than King of All Kings, but there is just some killer fucking riffs, and this is just such a catchy album. Like, To Know Our Enemies, The Victorious Reign, pauses and then crescendos in, and then fucking hear the drums going. Oh, the drumming on this album is sick. Derek Roddy was a machine. I know he was only on a couple of their albums, but this album, the drum performance is absolutely nuts. Eric Rutan is absolutely nuts on here. Behold Judas. The title track, I, Monarch, is another one of those slower tempo songs, but it's really fucking killer. It ties together the faster songs really nice. Overall, yeah, just an awesome, awesome album. If you've never heard Hate Eternal, you're not sure what you're in store for, go check out King of All Kings and I, Monarch. Those, in my opinion, are the best two. It will really let you know whether you're going to like the band or not. It's definitely not for everyone. It's really in-your-face death metal, but I fucking love it, and they're one of the best at it. Anyways, that's my list. Let me know down below what your favorite Hate Eternal album is. What'd you think of this list? Click on like, click on subscribe. Until next time, Hammerheart Metal Reviews out.